Hello, hello. So we're back at it again. This is where we're really starting to cut through the meat and potatoes of some of the our call flow. Specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about our fact-finding questions. So the biggest thing that we can do is we want to identify pain points from the prospect or client, right? The way that we do that is we need them to admit these pain points to us. So we can help them down the path by asking good questions that will provoke or evoke some of the pain points that they are suffering through the course of their policy, their expectations, and really their prior experiences. So we have to kind of uncover all of it in a in the course of a conversation. So utilizing some of the prior training that we've gone through, your positive power phrases, the power of agreement, active listening. Now we're going to supplement those items with our how do you find the pain points. So the most common pain points that you're typically going to see are going to be price increases, poor claims experience, exposure risks, expectations not being met, and maybe, just maybe, they have a lack of understanding or they're frustrated with they're constantly paying their hard earned dollars, but they're not getting any value or anything in return. So our questions are going to all be graded towards these pain points. So, how do we add value through the course of this conversation? Well, depending on what their pain point is, you can start exposing certain things that are value adds. And one of the big ones, decreasing out of pocket expenses, right? So, if somebody had a poor claims experience and the poor claim experience was related to they didn't realize that they had such a large out of pocket expense, as an example, that can be an element where you dive into to help them uh, provide them with a solution to that problem. Some of the other items are surcharges for claims, cash back for not filing claims and being a good driver, having no claims, being a safe driver out there. And one thing that gets overlooked a lot is the fact that they get to work with an agent or an agency like you, right? So having a personal touch, having tailored policies, having the peace of mind to know when I hand a dollar over, if if and when that day comes that I need to pick up the phone and make that phone call, all I hear on the back end of it is, don't worry, go on with life. We'll take care of everything from here. At the end of the day, that's what our clients are expecting. So, as it relates to some of the additional information here, we have core questions that allow us to really uncover, and they seem very normal questions. First one that we have here, what would you like your new policy with us to have that your current policy doesn't? And sometimes clients will come back and just say price, right? So help them when they say price, help them with other options. Hey, my clients love the fact that they can have stable rates. Is that important for you? My clients love the fact that they can have accident forgiveness. If they do have a whoopsie, you don't have to worry about their surcharge of their rate going up. And then lastly, a return on their premiums just for driving safely. We will role play through these questions so that you have a better understanding. So I just want to touch on some of the top level things as it relates to helping them find or identify their own pain points of what you're going to help them with. Second core question that we have is just so I'm on the same page with you, what do you know about your current insurance? Third one is going to be, have you ever filed a claim? And then our last one is going to be work, family, fun. Tell me a little bit about where do you work? How long have you been there? So on there. It gets them talking. It gets you to understand a little bit more about them. The family, you know who you're going to be insuring, why these things will now be important. And then in addition, what kind of fun do they like to do? These are obviously other opportunities that we can help them with as it relates to their insurance. And we're always, always, always going to land on our asset calculator. It's the biggest pain point, it's the biggest exposure item. This calculator allows us to determine what have they worked so hard for and what does their liability limits need to cover in order to protect everything they've worked their whole life for up until this point. So